Hey everybody, welcome back to Wicked Good Sports. This is Power Play, and we're joined, as always, by Chris Uminski. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Brian. How are you?
Doing well. I imagine you're doing better than the Lightning right now, down 2-0. What have you seen so far in the series?
So, there have been two games. Game one was what I envisioned most of the series is going to be like. That was a
Mm-hmm.
very close and entertaining game. Colorado won 3-2 in overtime.
Yep. So very
Uh,
exciting. Pretty much exactly what you were saying when we were going into this. This is going to be a competitive series. This is going to be a lot of fun. All these games should be like this. And then what happened last night? Or not last night, the other night.
yeah, so definitely still a lot of fun if you're an Avalanche fan.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my God! So how many times have I said that Andrei Vasilevsky is the best goalie in the world?
Yeah, a few times at the very least.
Yeah, well, I think he made it his life's mission during game two to make me look like an idiot.
I hate it when players do that to me. So, yeah. All right. So it was 7-0, right? The Avalanche put up a touchdown. That doesn't happen too often, uh,
No,
in general. But what happened to the Lightning? This is not normal for this team.
it's not. The first thing, this is the biggest thing I noticed, is that their offense was dead.
Mm-hmm.
At one point at the end of the first period, I think they had like 14 shots or something like that, and it was already like 3 or 4 to nothing at that point.
Jesus Christ.
Like, and so like they just weren't shooting the puck.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when they did make shots, Darcy Kemper was on point,
Mm-hmm.
making those saves for Colorado. But then too, the entire game, I'm asking myself, what is going on with Vasi? He just looked like absolute. The Lightning overall looked like crap,
Mm-hmm.
but he just looked really, really bad.
Mm-hmm. No, I saw on Twitter during the game you were tweeting some memes like who even is their backup goalie? Like, how do we
Oh
do
yeah,
this? Like,
that's the other thing is that John Cooper left Vasilevsky in the entire game.
hmm. Yeah, what do
Usually,
you think
like,
of that decision?
I don't, I I don't I personally probably would have pulled him. If I was a coach, I would pull a goalie after 3 or 4 unanswered goals.
Hmm.
Um, but like to leave the guy in for 7, first of all, like I don't care that he's supposedly the best goalie in the world.
Hmm.
Like when you're letting that much go by, there's something going on with you either physically or mentally, and you have to take him out.
Hmm. Yeah, what's like the so obviously you said you take it after 3 or 4. Was like the thinking maybe like, oh, I don't want to hurt his confidence by pulling him, but letting in 7 goals, does that hurt confidence more in your opinion?
I think it does, but
Mm-hmm.
I guess to the other side, we were the meme was, does John Cooper even know who
Mm-hmm.
the backup is? Well, I'm googling it right now.
Okay, this is real, live research going on right now. Never had
because
to even consider this in the past, but after that
because
game,
well, like Andrei Vasilevsky is Andrei Vasilevsky.
mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you who their backup is. It is Brian Elliott, and he
Okay.
is 37 years old. So I can understand why you might not want to take out Vasilevsky, but I still
Hey,
think,
I'll always root for Brian, but yeah, no, I get it.
yeah, like I wouldn't have left him in for that long.
Yeah, Jesus. I get all right. So where do we go from here? I was seeing a lot of people making jokes like, "Congratulations, Colorado, for winning the Stanley Cup. This series is over." Where do we
Whoa,
go from here?
whoa,
Let's be
whoa, whoa!
real.
I don't.
Yeah,
I do not want to go that far.
yeah,
Yeah, the series is back in Tampa tonight.
hmm,
Um, and Tampa is an amazing home team.
yeah,
And we've talked about that before.
hmm,
Um,
yeah. So
I
do you
get.
think this is something that they can just kind of be like, "That sucked, but we're moving on"?
Um, I think they probably could. What they really need to do is they need Kucherov and Stamkos need to start playing like themselves again. It blows my mind that a team with Steven Stamkos and Nikita Kucherov would only shoot the puck like less than, I think it was like around 20 shots for that whole last game.
Mm-hmm.
So like they need to get their offense back to what it was, and they either need to figure out what's going on with Vasilevsky or their defense needs to beef it up too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this is not what any of us saw coming. The internet was loving it, obviously, because...
Oh, yeah, no, I'm here for it.
Everyone's a little tired, and you said it in the last episode, everyone's a little tired of Tampa Bay. Same way everyone's, outside of San Francisco, is a little tired of Golden State in the NBA, although that didn't come through for us, unfortunately. But, yeah, it felt like a lot of random fans were rallying around the Avalanche the other night, for sure. So I guess, what's your prediction going forward in this series?
You know what? I wonder if Tampa will win tonight. I think they have a better chance of winning tonight than they did the first two games of the series. Mm-hmm. We were playing Colorado. But I still think it's going to be like a 6 or 7 game series. Mm-hmm. Tampa plays really well at home. We'll see how that goes tonight. But I still... I think I'm gonna pick Colorado for the whole thing because if the pattern I saw from games 1 and 2 sticks, mm-hmm. then Tampa might be in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not an expert, but I think that's fair assessment there. Anything else that we didn't get to touch on for this one?
I guess just real quick. There have been some coaching hires around.
Indeed, there has.
John Tortorella got his job in Philly.
Yep.
Which, he's an okay coach, but their post-game interviews are going to be fantastic. If you're ever looking for a good time, just Google John Tortorella interviews. Yeah, and, Bruce Cassidy is in Vegas now.
Yes, that's like you said.
Yep.
You called it. You heard it here first, legitimately.
That's right.
So yeah, what do you think of that hire for the Golden Knights?
Oh, that's a great hire for them.
Yeah.
Somebody, I think I saw this today. Even like Bruce Cassidy said, "I want my name on the cup, so I'm going to coach here."
Yeah.
And that is going to happen.
Yeah. You think?
Mark my words.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think for people who are not in Boston, I don't think it can be overstated how unsatisfied the fans are with the release of Bruce Cassidy and how angry, I guess, they are at ownership and at the GM. That's
putting it very lightly, Brian.
Yeah. Everyone, we're in shambles here in Boston. So what's going to happen with the Bruins, Coach?
Well, the interviews are happening, I guess. Right now, the top 2 candidates are Jay Leach and who did I see the other name was? A guy who I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, that should show how exciting these candidates are. If Chris is like, oh, I'm not even gonna remember who this bum is.
He was like a coach for the Rangers for a while. David Quinn. David Quinn is his name. So Jay Leach and David Quinn right now are the 2 top candidates, and of those 2, I hope it's Jay Leach.
Okay.
David Quinn coached with the Rangers, and he didn't make the playoffs once with them.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, do either of them excite you or
Jay Leach probably a little more, but I guess that's just because I know he came from our system, where he was the head coach in Providence. Mm. So he's familiar with a Bruins style of play since it was a part of his job to sort of train
funnel players up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, I guess we'll see if that happens. They're not looking to make it seems like a huge splash. Maybe just keep it internal. So we'll of course keep everyone updated as that goes. But anything else you want to touch on?
Nope. I think that's it. Go Avs.
Go Avs. All right, Chris, where can they find you online?
You can get me on Twitter, Chris_Uminski. And I'm going to start posting more on TikTok, and that's just Chris Uminski.
Chris Uminski, so go follow him there. You can follow me on Twitter at the fake BMAR. This BMARR channel is on Twitter at WG Everything and at Wicked Good Sport. It's on Twitch at twitch.tv/WickedGoodEverything, and on TikTok, search Wicked Good Sport, search Wicked Good Everything. Chris, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all in the next one.